Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to my Thursday Q&A. I've got a ton of questions this week. I've got more subscribers than I did when I started doing these things. So I'm just going to start with the oldest, which means that like the first people who comment get their questions answered, and I'll just go until I can't answer anymore. So here we go. IBBB says, are you redesigning the van inside? Yes, absolutely. If so, will you video the progress? Yes, absolutely. Anna Matt, I don't know how to say that. Rhymes. Says, I've been watching your vids for a while now and I love them. Awesome. My question is, would you like to travel abroad in your van one day? Absolutely. Adam Mahoney says, how would you recommend financing a lifestyle such as yours without the added benefit of the money you receive from YouTube and your website? Gas, insurance, and food are expensive. Really depends on the person. Everybody's got different skills and natural talents and abilities and whatnot. I think that there's a perfect blend between like putting most of your time into building passive income, but also having a way to make quick cash like now. Like if you need like $100 in one day, and boom, you can, no matter where you are, you can figure out a way to make that happen. I think that's the way to do it, and those can both come in many different forms. Cool and Green one, or is that like a cold frog? I can't find the video of the guy with the ice maker that sits on a Sparklets bottle, but he uses to make ice for his cooler. Do you think a refrigerator is a better option? I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about, so I don't know. I love having a fridge, and it's definitely less work than that. I can tell you that my fridge has paid for itself many times over. Jade Solari, my question is simple around how much money does it cost for you to do your builds? Unfortunately, I do not have a simple answer for you. It really depends on what you want to do. Some people use recycled materials and do a very simple thing and like hardly do anything. Some people do very elaborate things and spend a fortune. It really depends on you and what you want to do. I'm sorry I don't have something more straightforward and simple for you. Midway, if you had unlimited money, what would you live in? An Apache helicopter. And I'd travel the world dropping my Ducati motorcycle, a badass Ducati, down onto the street, and then I would just and then when I get tired or I get hungry, I go and then they come and they lift the chain down and it would suck me back into the helicopter, and then we'd go to some badass restaurant. It'd be sweet. How cool would that be, man? What a life. What a life. Ben Block? I don't know if it's Block or Blosh. Have you ever thought about editing your videos in a public library or Starbucks or something? Yeah, I've tried that. It doesn't work for me. Too many distractions. Too much stuff going on. I gotta be able to get in the zone. Cranky Babushka. How do you find out or apply for jobs while on the road? How did you hear about the jobs in Salem, for instance? I tried Craigslist and other like online stuff, and it didn't really work for me. The one in Salem, I was just walking around downtown Salem the first day, just exploring, and I looked up, it was like a haunted house. Wow, cool, I gotta see this. And then I saw the help wanted sign. I was like, ooh, I'm getting a job here. I'm getting a job here. And I did. So, yeah, fortunately I don't have a really good answer for you either. I'm sorry. Misha Yaros, do an impression of the best case and worst case of when a cop or security knocks on your door at night. What do you say, and any tips on what not to say? What not to say, don't incriminate yourself, but at the same time, I have found that being honest and friendly and relaxed is always gets me very far with cops. My concern is not upholding the Constitution or being right or whatever. My concern is not going to jail, not paying tickets, and not getting shot, not getting beat up. So, being polite and just kind and friendly and relaxed has really worked for me. Worst case scenario, they break your window and drag you out of your van and tear everything out and search it, take you to jail and tow your van and beat you up a little bit in between, maybe get shot or tased or something. I don't think that happens very often. Best case scenario, they knock a couple times and leave, or they just don't even notice you, I guess. Richard, I'm going to say J because there are too many A's and D's for me to even try. How old are you? Any kids? 30? No kids. That I know of. No kids. Dog Dude, I'm in Vancouver. If you need... Oh, dude, I forgot to set the timer on this. If you need a hand with anything, how long will you be here this time? I'm not sure. Hopefully I'll be out of here at the beginning of next month. And next adventure, I'm gonna go to all the Goonies locations around Astoria, Oregon, and then I'm gonna bounce down to San Diego on 101, very slow, and I'm gonna vlog the entire time. I'm gonna try to daily vlog during that too. That's gonna be an adventure in itself. Endure metals. Metal. Oh wait, that's that one. Dude, I should know that. I'm an old school metalhead. Kind of. A couple of videos ago, you mentioned that you have a growth on your side. My question is, have you had it checked out? If so, any updates you want to share about it? No, I have not yet. I accidentally ran an ad through Google, and it cost me all of my money plus some, so I screwed myself a little bit by tinkering around with that. I didn't even know, I thought I didn't even start the thing, but apparently I did, and it just kept going and going and going, so I'm a little broke, but it's getting smaller, it doesn't hurt. I don't think it's like an emergency, as much as I thought it was. It felt like it was growing for a while, and then now it's like way smaller than I remember it being, so yeah. John Little was wondering if how you made your intro video. I did not make it. David made it. Check out the link to his channel in the description. He's very talented. I'm very happy with it. Dorian B, love your videos and positive attitude. Awesome! I have a 2006 Town & Country minivan, so my question is the store and go seats. Should I remove them? I will never use them. Yeah, I would then. Sounds like it'd save you a lot of room and weight. Borga Muselli says, what does Jed think about Hobo Ollie's new tall extended van? I think it's awesome. It's really, really tall. There's a lot of room in that thing. John D, is that a V8 or 4.3? It is the 4.3. If I didn't get such a good deal on this engine, I would have gone with a V8 though. But I don't have any regrets because this thing's got balls, dude. It's pretty quick for what it is. Ramus King of Rome, how often do you shower or clean your clothes? Well, since I don't wear underwear anymore, I don't have anything to flip once a week, so I'm just kidding, dude. I don't know, man. I try to shower every day, but sometimes it doesn't work out, you know? Just like things come up, you're just not able to. So I don't know, the longest I go is like a week, but in between that, I'm using like baby wipes and wiping my pits and my areas and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know. I keep my clothes. I try to stay clean, man. I'm not a hobo by any means. Pete Hine of Pennsylvania, do you ever get lonely and wish you had a nice girlfriend to travel with? I don't really know what loneliness feels like. I'm definitely an introvert and a loner. I was an only child, so I hung out with dogs and my imagination, I guess. I grew up in the country in the middle of nowhere, so I don't know. I never really felt like I need to be around people at all, or like felt alone. Most of the time I'd rather be alone than with other people. As far as wishing I had a nice girlfriend to travel with, yeah, sometimes. Definitely. Leslie Prouty, do you recommend stealth camping for a single, youthful 71-year-old woman? Absolutely. And you should definitely check out cheaprvliving.com, especially the forums there. There are a lot of people there with a lot of really good information that could totally help you out. Hans Anderson, have you considered concreting, I think is the word, your solar panel to a hydrogen generator to replace using gasoline, or have you considered getting a hydrogen generator to connect your alternator to assist in fuel economy? Not until now. I don't even know what that means, dude, but I like the sounds of it. I'm gonna check that out. YouTube, hey man, what are your thoughts on the all-wheel drive Astro? Have you considered it over the two-wheel drive? I got the two-wheel drive because it's better on gas and less maintenance. Just kind of simple as that. I didn't plan on being anywhere in snow or ice or anything, and knowing myself, if I have four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, I'll be much more tempted to go places I probably shouldn't and get stuck a lot more than I do in my two-wheel drive, which it's happened a few times now. Bear 8 photo is taxation theft. I think it's worse than that, my friend. I mean, people in full military like outfits with the military weapons and armor and everything can break into your house and kidnap you at gunpoint and lock you up in a little cage for a couple years, you know, or many years even. That's an extreme version. I mean, first they're gonna take money out of your salary and put a lien on your house and, you know, eventually start confiscating your assets and everything, but still they're using force to take money from you to spend on things you may or may not even agree with, you may or may not even think are morally like correct or just at all. So yeah, afraid so. Jackson Sullivan, I gotta check the time first on the back of this thing. 10 minutes, okay. Jackson Sullivan, where'd it go? 1 second, let me set this. I don't want to, I've gone over on this video twice already because I messed up this clock thing. I don't want to be here for another 2 hours. How can I survive in the blazing heat while van dwelling? I'm 17 and I just bought an Astro. Haven't begun construction, which is why I'm asking now. I'm also living in Austin, Texas this summer. No getting out of it. It's going to be hot and I don't want to burn. That's a tough one, dude. I don't know what the heat's like in Austin. Is it humid? If you can live without AC in a house, like if you're all right with that, which I'm sure all the houses down there have AC. It seems like if you park in the shade and you have plenty of fans going on, you might be all right. But otherwise, you might be hanging out in shopping malls and bowling alleys and stuff all day while it's hot. Or if you can find somewhere to park where someone will let you park and use their power, you get a little portable AC unit for during the day. That would help out a lot. Hope you got some friends, man, with AC where you can hang out during the day, though, or places to go. Faceman5050, can you do a video on finding employment for nomads and van dwellers? I've done a couple of them. Van dwelling playlist, check them out. Benoit Leclerc, is that how you say that? Leclerc? Are you going to try to find a high top for your van? Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna look for one. It's got to be like a couple $100, so I can't afford to do one. They're like $1,500 to $2,500 new. Too much, way too much. Not spending that kind of money on this van. But if I find one for a couple $100, I will grab that Sawzall and rip this roof off, man. It'd be so fun. Reese Schmidt, when you edit your videos, does it take internet? Only if I don't already have a song that is satisfactory for my perfectionism thing that I do or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, if I need music that I don't have, yeah. Guillaume Proud, not sure if you covered it or not, but how do you keep rolling besides YouTube monies? I have heard of other van lifers doing the beet harvest and working at parks, etc. It started with credit cards, which I know a lot of people are going to be like, you tried to survive off of credit cards traveling the country? Hell yeah, I did at the time of my life too, man. It was great. Now I just got to pay it all off. But I will. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, dude. YouTube, the advertisement from that, the advertisement from my website, Amazon affiliate links, Patreon, and merch. Kind of. Sometimes. Yeah, merch. Yeah, that counts. Spivster46, how do you have your DSLR mounted to the side seat cam? It seems really easy to maneuver your camera on the fly. Yeah, it is. I just have a tripod that I set between the two seats, and I have a fluid head on it, which has a handle on the back. So I just grab the handle and spin it around, and that's it. And I got a really wide angle lens. I've got an 11 to 16, and it's on a crop sensor camera, so it's like, which I guess would be even more so on a full frame, but yeah. Next one, Simple Life Seeker. Do you go back and watch your older videos from YouTube? I have been lately, yeah. I'm actually really enjoying them. I'm learning all kinds of areas, like things I want to go back to, like focusing on the adventure aspect and the story, and like experiencing the story through my eyes kind of thing, and making it kind of like sharing a subjective experience of my journey, basically, and places I definitely have improved on and places I need to improve on. So yeah, it's been really good. I almost like when I watch videos of myself, I almost watch it like it's a different person. It's really a strange thing. Really, I don't think humans are made to do that or something. I don't know. It's really strange. M. Whitman. Man, if that was W. Whitman, it'd be like Walter Whitman. I love that show. What was your biggest fear going at the beginning of your journey, and how did you overcome it? Biggest fear was being afraid, and I overcame it by just accepting however I feel is the way I feel, and it's going to pass, so why fight it, why fear it, just let it be, man. And what was been your favorite place to visit besides Salem so far? Definitely New Orleans. Tao, what do you think about drilling holes in the bottom of your van for moisture removal and ventilation? I think it's a terrible idea. If the condensation in your van is so bad that you need to drill holes to let it drain out, you need to figure out another way to control the condensation. And also, if your exhaust leaks at all, dude, all those poisonous gases are coming and you're gonna kill yourself. And cockroaches and spiders can crawl right up in there. Don't want that. Peaches MacGyver, truth or dare? It depends what kind of mood I'm in. Sometimes I just want to sit and think about stuff, and sometimes I want to do crazy stuff. So, yeah, it really depends. Mental Traveler, here's a question for you. Have you ever thought of seeing gray aliens out there anywhere in the desert? And you kind of went on to elaborate that you're kind of concerned about this. I have been worried about all kinds of things. Let me see how much time I have. 3 minutes? Wow, cool. I've been worried about all kinds of things. Coyotes, wolves, bears, not so much wolves, but coyotes and bears, serial killers, rogue cops, diseases, chemicals, all kinds of stuff, man. And almost none of it ever happens. So it was like, I spent so much of my life being scared of like all this stuff that never happened. And the chances of it happening are so slim. And yet the things that really do put me in danger, doesn't even faze me. It's like, it doesn't make any sense, man. It's like getting in a car accident. We're so likely to get in a car accident and get hurt. We're so likely to get cancer. We're so likely, like, for typical things to happen, to slip in the shower and break our necks. So why are we worried about these things that just never are gonna happen? So I've never personally worried about gray aliens, but if you haven't tried meditation, I highly recommend it. If you can learn how to create space between your thoughts and your emotions, where it's not like just this endless feedback loop where you think your thoughts are real and then your feelings follow that, and then you're just a slave to your mind. If you can learn to separate that and create some space and just be in the moment, you can learn how to control your mind. And once you start to learn how to control your mind by choosing which thoughts you want to believe and which thoughts you want to question and say, oh, that's kind of silly, why do I think this, you know? Then you can totally free yourself, man. So, free yourself. Eric James, did you stick with the halt on smoking cigs? Yeah, dude. I switched over to the Ecig, and after that, I have really no interest in cigarettes. I tried one drag of a Camel, and it tasted like terrible, dude. Terrible. So, no more. Oh, I did have a rollie of American Spirit, and that actually tasted pretty good. I used to smoke American Spirits. They actually taste really good. But after that, I felt like weak and kind of heavy, so I'm done. I'm not interested anymore. Backwards Aussie, if you had a sink, what would be the easiest and cheapest type of sink that you could build or create inside of a van? Well, I guess if somebody could give you a sink that's out of, like, you know, RV or a camper or a sailboat or something, that would be the cheapest and the easiest. But second best, I think, is a lot of people use like salad mixing bowls, like the metal round ones, and they just plant them in and punch out a hole and put in a drain, or some of them even just cut out a hole in like a piece of plywood and stick the bowl in there, and when they want to empty it, they just pick it up and take it outside and toss it. I think that might be your best bet. Maybe you could find something pre-made like that that's a little different if you want to do something more original. A lot of people have done the salad bowl thing. Chase, if you had a chance, where would you like to travel? Where would you like to travel in the world? Everywhere. Dog Lips, what's up with your arms flailing around all the place? Would you rather me make videos like this? No, I don't know, man. I got this tick. I don't know, man. It's just the way I talk, dude. Rico, it's so good to see you doing the Thursday Q&As again. Oh, what cell phone carrier do you use? Sprint. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love yourself.